In today's video, we're going to look at how Biden stacks up against the previous Democratic nominees for president. Um, Here in the video, you see that we have a graph here. Um, so as you see, Al Gore in 2000, when he won the nominee for president, he had 72% of the primary popular vote when he was declared the nominee, or the presumptive nominee. Hillary Clinton in 2016 had 56%. John Kerry in 2004 had 54%. Bill Clinton in 1992 had 52%. Barack Obama in 2008 had 47%. Michael Dukakis in 1988 had 43%. And Joseph Biden in 2020 had 42%. He is the second lowest on the graph, other than Walter Mondale in 1984. He had 38% of the primary popular vote. As you can see in bold are Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, which means that they both won the presidency that year. And as you can see where he stacks up, it's not too far off of from where Barack Obama was. Considering all of the candidates that were in the race for the Democratic nomination, the 42% is not bad, but we also saw a decline in people continuing their campaigns. Pete Buttigieg was in the lead and dropped out. You have Bernie Sanders, he just dropped out. It's just a very broad spectrum, especially considering that are these Democrats going to stay loyal to their party and vote for Joe Biden in the general election? Or are they going to not vote and not want to pick Donald Trump? That's a very often thing we're seeing nowadays, is people being loyal to their party or not voting at all. As you can see over here, we have the Trump approval ratings, which dropped down to 43%. So the entire country, 43%, think that Trump is doing a good job. That was updated 2 hours ago. Now compare this with 43% to the 42% of the primary popular vote, which is just the Democratic Party. 43% is the entire United States of how he thinks he's running the country. But this was also amidst the pandemic. I think that this is one of the most blind elections that the United States have ever went into. And I think that what it's going to come down to is their performance in the debates, and if Donald Trump can end this pandemic and restore the economy by the time the election comes around. Because as you can see in his daily updates, he is all about getting the economy started and running again, but there is still this silent killer out there, which is the virus. And multiple states refuse to open up again, and it's just very confusing times for our country. And I think that I think Joe Biden stacks up relatively well with the previous Democratic nominees, because of the pandemic. I'm going to be honest. I think that he has a real shot at winning the presidency because this pandemic occurred. And I think that without the pandemic, he would have gotten steamrolled by Donald Trump. But I think that's where he stacks up with previous nominees. And I think he's in that Bill Clinton, Barack Obama category. But yes, I think that he will face off against Donald Trump and have to really bring a strong presence to the debates to earn the presidency this fall. Thank you. I hope you check out my other videos.